And I came off that edge. He said, oh, there you go, young fella. So I ran up. He kicked back. Oh, there you go, young fella. Don't try to spin. I hear him say, don't try to spin mid-play. There's no way I'm going to spin now. So now I'm a bull rush him. J.O. Hit him. Word for word, do what he told me when he grabbed me. Strong as an ox. He just grabbed me. Yep, young fella, you might want to get into the weight room. The weight room is essential. And the play is going on. And I'm just sitting there wiggling like a little rag doll. I said, I wouldn't call my homeboy. I called like my family home. I called him after that game. I said, bro, these dudes are different. These are different human beings in this league. Yeah, we see your ass get choked out.
What up, everybody? I'm Peanut Tillman, and this is the NFL Players Second Acts podcast. And with me, as always, as my trusty co-host, Pineapple Roman Harper. What's up, baby?
These are not pineapples, but thank you again. This is from the President's Cup. I don't want this guest thinking I got pineapples all over my chest, because ain't no telling what he's going in his mind if he thinks that. So let's get to the guest, Peanut.
Okay, this gentleman is a product of the University of Florida, linebacker for 6 seasons for your Miami Dolphins. He is the co-host of the Pivot podcast. He is on Miami Sports Radio, and he has his own cooking brand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the pod, Channing Crowder.
Yeah.
Representing a college you didn't even go to. I like it, sir.
Yeah, man. You know, you get married, you gotta adjust to the trend. My wife went to Howard, and the real HU, they got a lot of pride. So wife went to Howard, I damn near went to Howard.
I got you.
Talking about wife, man. I wash my hands, have my ring off. I'm gonna put it back on real quick. Anyways,
don't do that.
Yeah. Let me get back right. Let me get back right.
You see, mine ain't come off in years. I got the little tan line and all.
Yeah. There it is. All right, now, Channing, I got to be honest. I didn't know this about you, because when I've seen you, and I've only known you since college, watching you on TV. Also, you played here, the Miami Dolphins. So I thought you were a Florida guy. No. I did not know. Why didn't you go to Penn State? Like, you grew up, or you were from that area there in State College?
It's even worse than that. I was born there. We moved when I was like, I think 2 months, 3. I was born December 2nd. Penn State played in the Hula Bowl. My dad was coaching. My dad played at Penn State, played in the league.
Right.
He was coaching back with Joe Paterno and them. They brought him in when he retired from football.
Nice.
So I'm born in State College. My mom didn't want him coaching anymore because he was never there. I have 2 older sisters, so she's just sitting at the house. In State College, they ain't them thing to do. So she didn't want him coach no more. So I moved to Tampa when I was like 2 months old. But my dad, Randy Crowder, passed recently, God rest his soul. He was the first black captain ever at Penn State. 3-time All-American at Penn State. They got a 50-foot picture of this damn dude on the wall in the stadium, in Beaver Stadium. I'm going to Penn State. My whole life, Penn State stuff, all that stuff. Bro, they made a critical error on my visit. I went to the summer camps in 9th grade, 10th grade. I'm flying up there. We ain't got no money. We broke. We had a single family. We living in the projects in Atlanta. Flying up there, find a way to get there. I'm going to Penn State. I'm getting cool with the coach. I'm going to Penn State. They brought me on my official visit. I remember the date, January 11th. Courtney Brown.
I remember Courtney Brown.
I know Courtney was my
Cleveland
host.
Browns.
Bruh, it was 4 feet of snow on the ground. We flying in. They fly you into Pittsburgh. Then they take that little puddle jumper over the Nittany Mountains, and you come down in State College. Man, everything's white. I'm sitting on the plane with Jay Paterno, Joe's son, my mama, and this little bitty plane. I looked at my mom, I said, I'm not coming here. She said, she think I'm just nervous or whatever. I said, I'm not coming here. She said, what you talking about? I can't, it's white. Went, stayed, we walking around in 4 feet of snow. They had a big picture. They had all my highlights, beautiful presentation for my visit.
Yeah.
I am not coming here to live in this.
No, the snow. Not doing it.
We got back on the puddle jump. I told my mom again, I'm not coming here. Went down, got back to Atlanta. Visited Georgia, committed to Georgia, and then Spurrier left and went to the Commanders. They were named differently back then.
Yeah.
So I was going to visit Georgia and Florida. When Spurrier went to Commanders, I then committed to Georgia. I was committed to Georgia for 3 weeks. Charlie Strong left South Carolina. Zook brought him in as DC. Love Charlie Strong. Visited South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina, no place for a black man. So I said, I'm not going. Coach, I love you to death, but I'm not going to Columbia, South Carolina.
Why isn't it a place for a black man?
You ever been there?
I have not.
I have.
You feel uncomfortable.
Well, especially if you're from Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I'm from Alabama, so it's a little bit different.
You used to it.
I'm definitely used to it. Columbia is not that bad for me, but
Okay,
yeah,
well, I walked in and going to the gas station. I thought I was. Why y'all jumping? I came in to get me some Funyuns and a soda. Why y'all jumping? I'm like, I was uncomfortable. But Zook brings Charlie in to run the defense. Charlie calls me the second he gets the job. He says, Chan, and me and Chuck are cool. We cool to this day. I still talk to Charlie. He with the Buccaneers right now. He said, Chan, just take your visit. I'm fully committed to Mark Rick at Georgia. He said, Chan, take your visit. I was like, Coach, I'm going to Georgia. He said, you have one visit left because I canceled my Florida visit after Spurrier left. It was the last visit I had. He said, just take the visit. Here, come down here, eat some free stone crabs, eat these steaks.
Yeah.
Party with the boys. You good. I just come down. Went down to Florida, had me a good time.
no doubt.
There were some boosters that really enjoyed my ability to make tackles and plays.
Absolutely.
What we got to say? Hypothetically?
Hypothetically.
Allegedly, I might have got slid a little something.
Yeah, allegedly.
And I said, you know what? The Gators ain't bad. Let's go. Decommitted from Georgia, and that's how I ended up Florida.
Man, I like Gainesville. Gainesville ain't bad. I mean, outside of the campus, it's kind of sketchy, but
It ain't nothing out there.
yeah, there's nothing.
You didn't like it because we was talking the week before and you was in Gainesville. Like, you ain't going to the game? He's like, bro, I'm going home.
Yeah, well,
You was in Gainesville. He's like, I'm going home.
You leave campus. It's a big-ass lake over there. And fields.
Yeah.
Alachua County?
yeah,
Nothing.
I thought it was way more because you think it's Florida, and it's not at all like that. But I'm sure you had a great time.
Oh, yeah. Got arrested twice. Detained another 2 times.
We were going to ask about that. Yeah. We were going to talk about that. That was in the rundown.
Okay, yeah. Well, y'all do y'all rundown, man. You know I'm an oversharer, as they say.
I'd love to get you in an interrogation room. He'd be telling on everybody.
Oh, you gonna get me? Hey, y'all, come on out. They got us. No, they got you. They ain't get us. Oh yeah, we all in trouble.
I do got one question for you though. Is while we're in that little zone still, is like, what is that Channing Crowder in this picture? Because it's an aggressive young man.
What kind of smile was that?
That's called the get your teeth done for 20 grand smile. That's you know what happened?
What kind of tie? What kind of tie is that?
Y'all know Randy McMichael?
Yeah.
That you know the people that suck their thumb and they get their loop like Randy got that loop when he got his teeth done. Now he got his little braces put in. But when I was 12, we ain't had we didn't have skates and rollerblades. So my teeth just grew in because my teeth they grew in late. I was messed up. My dad, if y'all know his story, he did drugs and stuff back in the day. I think I was affected by that in the womb.
Okay.
Because a lot of stuff there, I was born with one kidney.
A lot of stuff was up.
A lot of stuff. My body was just it was different.
Just different.
So my two front teeth didn't come out. The grown teeth wouldn't push my baby teeth out. So they had to snatch my baby teeth out, put a retainer in with teeth on it to let my grown teeth grow down because something was going wrong. You know, my daddy was in Miami in the 70s, messed up the DNA a little bit. So then as soon as my grown teeth go down, there was this crazy dude. Now I'm look back, I shouldn't have been talking to this man up the hill from me in our project, old white man. And he would always ask, do you want to skate and stuff? I don't know why he was trying to get me to come to his house. And I look back.
He kind of sound like the guy from the hey guys, want some popsicles? Herbert the pervert.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, he sound like Herbert the pervert.
So I wore a size 9. I'm probably 11 years old. He gave me a size 12. I get on rollerblades. I'm a dude, little black kid in Atlanta. I ain't know how to do no rollerblades, but they look cool. Got on them, couldn't stop, rolled down the hill, hit a speed bump, landed face first, and bust all 4 of my front teeth.
Damn.
That's why my smile looked like that, because all 4 of my front teeth were bust open from rollerblading on a pedophile's 12s when I wore 9.
What a story.
I don't think I've ever heard anything. So
What a
you
story.
really met Herbert the pervert. That's awesome. That's amazing.
I got rollerblades. Huh?
Want some popsicles?
You went right on over there and
Went
got
right
it.
on over there. Yeah. If he gonna get me, he better pack his lunch. I mean, you ain't just taking me upstairs.
All right. Well, this is a great transition. So, what was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Oh my God. Ooh. I had, first was in camp because we had Ronnie. Ronnie was drafted second pick overall.
Ronnie Brown.
Big old boy. Yeah, Ronnie.
He's running that thing.
And Ronnie could tote that thing. They had Vernon Carey. And high school All-American, college All-American. Like, you just run around. Y'all know, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all know how it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. High school and college was...
It's easy. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 18 tackles, an intercept. High school was easy. College, all SEC as a freshman, All-American as a sophomore. Like, I got to the league, first person put their hands on me that was like, was Vernon Carey in camp. First day of pass. I came off the edge and he grabbed me. And I went to slap that little wrist.
And it didn't move.
And all the time, it's on film too. I wish they'd find it for me. And I'm still slapping, and he just drives me to the sideline. And at old Dolphin camp, it was about 5 yards to the chain link fence off the field. End of the play, I'm laying in the corner of the chain link fence. He done drove me to the sideline and pushed me all the way, and I'm laying against the chain link fence. And George Edwards, great coach, smart dude. That's who walked up to me. He was like, yeah, you might want to try a different move at this level, buddy. And that was the first one. Man, hitting Marshawn. I would say one of the most memorable early on was going against Jonathan Ogden, who he would talk to you during the play.
Hall of Famer.
What was he saying?
Man, so my coach, we did a lot. I was with Zach, so man, I watched more film than
with Zach Thomas.
I didn't know there was that much film to watch.
Oh,
I used to watch film in college. Yeah. Had Charlie Strong, he made me, we watched film. Zach would watch 2 days of film throughout a 6-day break, getting ready for that next. Zach was film crazy. If the coordinator was a first-year coordinator at that team, he would watch whatever team he was at before that the whole season to see his adjustments game to game, to be ready for the next seat. Like, Zach was stupid. So we watching film, we'll see a tackle get beat. So, we're in the middle of a game, so we got a communication system with George Edwards where, if you knew he was coming off the edge, you kind of peeked to him, and we had, hand signal, try spin, jet. We had, little hand signals of what to try on this tackle because he's been beat or this is his weakness, up and under. We had, these little hand signals. Man, we playing the Ravens, walked up on the edge the first time. What was it? We'll see. Walked up and I peeked at George. That motherfucker shrugged his shoulders.
He didn't give you nothing?
He had no weakness. J.O. had no weakness. I never got a shoulder shrug. This is well into the season where this little shit was working at something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, coach said. And I came off that edge. He said, oh, there you go, young fella. So I ran up. He kicked back. Oh, there you go, young fellow. Don't try to spin. I hear him say, don't try to spin mid-play. There's no way I'm going to spin now. So now I'm a bull rush him. J.O. hit him. Word for word, do what he told me when he grabbed me. Strong as an ox. He just grabbed me. Yep, young fella, you might want to get into the weight room. The weight room is essential. And the play is going on. And I'm just sitting there wiggling like a little rag doll. I said, I wouldn't call my homeboy. I called my family home. I called him after that game. I said, bro, these dudes are different. These are different human beings in this league. Yeah, we see your ass get choked out. But it wasn't like it was well into the season, but that was kind of like my welcome to the NFL when J.O. touched me.
Different.
It was different. Man, it was so many. First time I hit Marshawn, it's like running into one of these pillars. Man, watching Randy Moss jump.
Oh, yeah.
Where he jumps and his knee is at your eyes. And you're a spectator. Coach, Crowder, what are you doing?
What you want me to do?
I can't get up there.
I'm watching greatness.
I can't get up there. Bro, he's 6'6". So he do this, he already at 9.5 feet. Now he got a 40-inch vertical. That bastard jumping 13 feet now. Coach, I could barely dunk with 2 hands. He got 2 up at 13 feet. Coach, bad matchup. That's y'all fault for putting me over here to run up with 3. 3 up is 3. 3 up ain't 3 with Moss come inside there. Yeah. He gonna make me look stupid. But it was this league, bro. I tell all the young boys I talk to them, y'all about to walk into a realm of the best athletes you have ever seen in your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what made you go from 52 to 55? I knew you were 55 in college.
Yeah.
Why 52 in the league?
Because Junior Seau was here my rookie year.
Oh, yeah, you ain't getting
And they said, yep, Joe Cimino, he's still here. Come in, rookie camp. He said, yeah, 52 was in my locker. And I kind of looked, and he knew what was going on. He walked out, told me. He said, yeah, we gave you 52. You know, I think Derek Pope had 56. 52 was available. He said, I got 52. If you want to get 55, we have a 55. And I knew Junior was on the team. It was Junior. My starting, we say 3-4. So my 4 linebackers, I started next to Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, Junior Seau. 3 Hall of Famers, and my little goofy ass sitting there over there in the moon. I knew Junior Seau was here. They were like, you can go ask Junior, and Derek Pope and Eddie Moore were there. Dude said, you can go ask Junior to get 55 if you want to. They tapped me. They said, young blood, don't ask Junior Buck for the 55. Just say, I said, yeah, 52 is fine. Then I got confident. You know, you got to be cocky because you can't sound like, you know, no. Yeah, you know, I'm going to make 52 mean something. Yeah, huh? They done gave it to 100 people since I...
Hey, shout out Derek Pope, Alabama, man. That's my dog.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we was in school together.
Hey, what was it like playing with that trio of linebackers that you just mentioned?
Man,
how was that?
Like the meeting room, too.
Yeah, what was that? What was that like?
Bro, Zach, it was really like, Zach is like my big brother. Zach still stayed here. I still talk to Zach all the time. Like, without Zach, I would say I wouldn't have started. I wouldn't have played. I led the team in tackles a couple years. No chance without Zach, because he taught me how to really get ready for football games. Like, really prepare and, so the little stuff you see him move with the fullback's fingers to the light. You know, the left guard is always on his toes to run, always on the heel. Like, he'll know stuff like that. He's been in the league 10 years at that point. He knew, he knew Kevin Mawai's. Hey, if he's doing this, he's going to do this. If he looks down and looks up, he's pulling. Like, he would know little stuff like that, but the film study stuff. So he's just his, I would say, like, not even more than passionate, almost like crazy approach to a game mentally. And then Junior was the total opposite. Junior told me stuff like, don't get overcoached. Like, you know what he's saying?
Yeah.
Go play. Junior be like, buddy, don't get overcoached, buddy. Don't get overcoached. We were playing the Jets one time. He had Wayne Corbett in the slot. I had the running back. Junior saw something. If he was going to blitz, he would say Apple Baby or Charlie. That means what gap he's going in. Even the D tackle in the B gap, he's still going through the B gap. So he's telling the D tackle, get out of the B gap. Go either way you want to, but I'm running full speed through this B gap. Wayne Corbett in the slot, not in the wing, in the slot. He said, CC, I'm gone. So I knew what that means, like, try to, cover me. He knew now that, I started learning football, he explained it to me on the plane. He knew that if he blitzed, the back can't release now because he has to check. So if he checks, but the back was weak, so he can't get over there in time to get Junior. But so my guys handled, because he's going to try to come block Junior. Junior going to run it back. Junior was huge, and he was made in the damn lab. I'm weak over the back. I had to sprint over to try to cover Wayne Corbett all the way in the slot to cover Junior's back. I'm running over there. I'm like, this man about to catch the ball and get the hell on. Wayne Corbett was good. Could go. I'm sprinting over there, looking at Wayne. Wayne curl up. All I hear, we in New York. Oh. Because Junior just knocked the hell out of Chad Pennington. Left his man, took off running. So I learned from him, like, if you see something, go get it. Go make a play.
Trust
you got to make a play. Zach was by the book because he knew what was going to happen beforehand. And JT was just talented, man. Like, he was one of them dudes that, like, was made in life to rush the passer.
Yeah.
Just made in life to rush the passer. That's what. I could learn something from Junior, learn something from Zach, but JT, like, I can't. I asked him one time, something like that, like, hey, he had 2 sacks. It was like 06. He had defensive player of the year. So I'm about to rush off the edge. I was like, yeah, JT, they're going to start running this, because you've been coming off the edge. They're about to send you on the knees. I'm coming off the edge, you beat this man 3-4 times already.
Yeah, give me some.
Give me something. Give me some.
Give me a
scouting report.
Yeah, just get off. Just get off real quick, run around it. Yeah. Might get off a little slower than he'll get off, JT. Might get off a little slower. But, yeah, I think I was blessed to have those type guys. And even Sam Madison, Jeremiah Bell, Vonnie. I'm playing behind Vonnie Holiday, Keith Traylor, and Big Tractor. Vonnie Holiday, Kevin Carter, and Big Truck. Bro, it was all pros around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't do nothing but succeed.
Right.
Because they were going to cuss my ass out if I messed up.
So I want to know the experience of playing for Nick Saban. So you got post LSU Nick Saban, but you got the pre-Alabama Nick Saban. So what was that experience like, knowing that he had just come from LSU, had some success there, but he wasn't.
He was like, he was coming out hot now.
I said he had success. I just said some success. I'm sorry. You want me to say national championship?
Well, he did. It's okay. Don't worry about it. He wasn't my coach. So
I'm not hating on the man. I'm just saying, like, what was the experience like for you? Questions.
I was used to Saban because I came straight out of college. Yeah. Zook was crazy. I'm used to.
I heard Ron Zook was crazy.
Ron Zook was nuts. I saw Ron Zook kick a long snap in the face because he sailed the punt snap over the punter's head. Man, kicked him in his face. I said, I called Kevin Whitley, my high school coach. I said, Coach, they up here kicking me. I might need to go somewhere else. If this kick me, it's over, Coach. I don't know what's gonna happen. But he needed dictatorship. And y'all know, y'all vets, like name the guys I think Saban was 38. Truck was 36. They was in high school together.
Yeah.
I'm not bowing down to you. I'm not calling you Coach Saban. And the vets, Junior knew it. Everybody knew it, but Junior and Truck would mess with him the most because they knew he hated to be called Nick because he was so Nick Saban. Like players are supposed to call me Coach Saban, not Nick. Yeah. You're not my equal. And it was so obvious when they'd say, "Hey, Nick," he'd have his little paper and like you could see him kind of just tensing up. Because he's used to being a dictator. He wasn't a coworker. So I think, people ask me all the time, they were like, do you think he could have been successful in the league? I think if we got Drew Brees that year instead of Pep, and he would have stayed because we'd have had success. Because he was used to being success. He wasn't used to going 7-9.
No, not at all.
He lose a game and he was hot. He ain't used to going, he was a 500 coach in the league. You know what I'm saying? But I think he could have made it. But playing for him, it was like there was no, football, like, make the main thing the main thing.
Yeah.
That's it. There was a player who went up to him and told him, I forget his name, it was a safety, came from New England. Went up to him and told, hey, my wife's pregnant. If she goes into labor, I'm going to leave practice. This is first camp. It was T-Buck. Comes down, he hot. We like, what's up? Told him his wife pregnant. He said, my entire team's on the field at 4:00. He said, but if my wife goes in labor, I'm gonna leave. He said, you have any kids? He said, yeah, I have 2. So you saw both of them come out, right? My whole team's on the field at 4:00. Like, it was football. Football. I used to hide in the in the janitorial bathroom and, play on my phone during meetings. I know. I talk about how much film I used to watch, but now I'm hiding in the man. I'm not watching the week before. I watched the upcoming game. Y'all want to sit and watch the first quarter of the game we play? I remember what happened. I was out there.
I'm good.
What happened here? Oh, they get 3 yards on a power play. I made the tackle. I don't need to watch this. So on the that little Monday meeting, I go play on my phone. If you look under the bathroom stall and you see big black legs as a player, you just keep playing on your phone. You look under the stall, you see little skinny white legs with them Air Monarchs on, them little coaching shoes, them Air Monarchs. It's a coach. Flush the toilet and you leave. Look under there, see the little white legs with the Air Monarchs. Walk out, it's Saban. Now, you know what I'm saying? And it's, I'm still young. I panic a little bit. So I go over, it's a janitorial bathroom. So it ain't but one stall, one urinal and a sink. So I go over, I'm like, I can't be in a bathroom with my head coach and not say a word to him.
You gotta say something.
Gotta say something, right? This is maybe 5-6 games to the season. Walk over, I start washing my hands. He look at me and just look back down at the toilet. So my mind is like, what can I say to him that not gonna piss him off, not just something real nebulous? So I say, Coach, how's Terry? He always talk about his wife. Talk about his wife damn near every meeting you in. He said something about me. He'll start it by saying, well, me and Miss Terry were eating last night, and then it'll be some kind of football story or some kind of, some kind of motivation. But he'd always bring up his wife. So I say, how's Terry? Without missing a beat, when I talk, he look back down, didn't look back at me. He said, she'll be a lot better if you can cover a effing back on 3rd down. And that was it. The game before, it was a 3rd and 8. I had an option route on the weak side.
Right.
Somebody caught the ball and got a 1st down. That's all was on his mind. Not me as a person, not me with this, not Florida, not college, not the fruits of the season. When I asked him that question, the only thing on his mind was me missing that tackle on third down. And it was in the second quarter. We won the game. That's all he was worried about. Go make that tackle and we're off the field. That's why I tell that story. I've told it before, because that's like the microcosm of what Nick Saban. He is not worried about anything other than winning football. Not just the game, every single snap, every hand placement, every angle. That's all that's on his mind when he's coaching. Well, and he never changed.
It's funny because like he didn't coach me. He coached at my school though. So, but the first time I met Nick was coming out in the draft. So him and Kirby Smart interviewed me when I was coming out in the draft in 2006. And then all of a sudden, a couple years later, he's at my school. Mm-hmm. And I go back. They had just won a national championship game. I come there like a week or two later. I'm on campus. I go by. And I'm like, hey, coach, like, congrats on like winning, congrats. He was like, on what? I'm like, you won national championship? And like the way he says it too is aggressive. And I'm just like, it makes me question, like, why am I congratulating him? Yeah. And I was like, well, you won national championship like 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's like, I don't give a shit about that. That was weeks ago. I'm behind on recruiting. I got 3 scholarships and I'm looking at 6 dudes right now. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell I want, I was like, this guy's a machine.
Yeah. Never stops.
And he cannot do small talk. He's not a small talk guy.
Not at all.
Like he's like allergic to it or something. Like
is he socially awkward?
I wouldn't say he's socially awkward, dude. He just doesn't do small talk. And he's like, just likes ball.
You're in his world.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you don't want to be in Saban world, don't speak to me.
Yeah. He's very cool with us, like not talking to him. Like, it's fine. It's not personal.
Yeah. No, that's just how it is. Yeah.
But even
this is way of life.
But his approach, it's not like there's no tact. There's no nuance. There's no, hey, how you been? How you doing? Okay, let's get to what I want to speak. No. Genius defensive coordinator. He sees stuff, he knows stuff. He called the defense. They had Kirby here, they had Muschamp here. When he came to Miami, all those boys from Alabama came with him. They named Richard Smith the DC because he was a veteran guy. They needed some veteran coaches on the staff. He couldn't come in his first year head coach
and have all college guys.
Bunch of college guys as coordinators. So but Muschamp called the defense. He's the one that signaled this was on the mic. Richard Smith just broke down how to stop power on a Wednesday meeting and stuff. But Saban really called it through Muschamp. But Saban will come to you on I use myself for example. Came to me at third quarter of a game. We're going out on the field, warm back up for the third quarter after halftime. He could have said this, hey, Channing, I think they're gonna get in trips and they're gonna try you on the backside with the weak screen. Just mug up a little bit, go make the tackle, we'll get off the field. I got you, coach, appreciate it. That could have been what could have been said and the same thing would have happened. Gator. That's what he called me. Never said my name. 2 years. Never said Channing or Crowd. He called me Gator because I went to Florida. When LSU went 12-1, Florida beat them at LSU in Death Valley.
Yep.
They were 12-1. We went down there, C4, Chris Leak. We beat them. I had a hell of a game, and he let me know that I drafted you because of that game when I got drafted. Gator. Yes, coach. I don't think you can cover. They don't either. Okay. They're going to get in trips and run a screen backside because I would do the same thing to you standing over there by yourself. Just go make the effing tackle. How about that? Can you do that? Yeah, coach. Thank you. Why would you speak to me in that manner? You could just come tell me, watch the weak screen. But that's how it's no personal connection, niceness. It's go do your damn job.
But do you think he does that because Rod Marinelli is a guy and a genius, defensive genius, D coordinator, right? He would talk to certain players different kind of ways. To me, he called me Genghis. He called me Genghis Khan because Genghis Khan took whatever he wanted. Just like you take the football, he called me Genghis Khan. So he had my little nickname. Hey, 33. Hey, 54. Hey, 95. Hey, 99. Hey, 41. Hey, 52. Hey, 50. Like, if he liked you, he'd call you by your number. But there were certain players that he would say certain things to to get them fired up. Mm-hmm. But he couldn't just say, hey, they finna run the screen backside. Be ready. All right, 41. He might have to go, they gonna catch this football all on you and go 99 yards if you don't make this tackle. Like, he would do that, and it would piss the player off, Henry Melton, and he would go out and actually make the play.
Yeah.
And it was I think I noticed it because Henry made the Pro Bowl that year. It was like, it was one of his best years. So I guess my question is, do you think he did that to you because he knew what you were capable of, and there may or may not have been some laziness involved, and it was just trying to like psych yourself up to say, no, I'm going to get this play? Like, he was just trying to piss you off?
I understand exactly what you're saying, because Charlie Strong was like that.
Yeah.
Where he knew who to push, he knew who to coddle. But everybody, him and Zach Thomas got in a fight in one day at practice. Not physically, but
I got
yelling at each other. Him and Keith Traylor left practice one day arguing with Say. He would talk to Pro Bowl 16-year vets the same way he was talking to me as a rookie. I just think it's a disconnect with the human. I'm sure he don't talk to his wife that way.
Absolutely not.
Once you get on this field, I don't think I was Channing Crowder. I think I was Will Linebacker 1. I don't think Zach Thomas was All-Pro Hall of Fame middle linebacker that did this for 10 years. You're middle linebacker 1. Jason Taylor was defensive end 1. That's why I think he looks at players as chess pieces and not like, oh, this is Jason Taylor with philanthropic, charities and married with, 3 kids and a wonderful person. You are paid to get to the quarterback. Go get to the quarterback. You need to make tackles. You need to cover receivers. That's how I think he approached ball. And that's why I think he's so successful. But also, it rubs people the wrong way. I didn't care. My mama cussed me out my whole life. You can cuss at me all day. I don't care.
So it don't bother you.
But I think some people, like I know y'all heard the Manny Wright story.
We're the one that made him cry.
He made him cry. Manny wasn't ready to be coached that way. And so he went, I don't know what he whispered in that man. We all saw, we was walking to the field. He whispered something in that man's ear. That man was 6'7", 350. Man, he was a big old boy from USC. Whispered something in his ear. Not long either, just man bust out crying. He had now the women wear him to get their stomach down.
Yeah,
he wore a little corset or something. His corset rolled up his back. I said, man, this is a bad look for the whole team. And it was an open practice. We got a 350-pound man crying with his belly out, a corset, belly button showing.
Is this on TV?
It was definitely on TV. This made a big headline news.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed
Nick
this.
made this guy cry. You didn't play long. So like at what point, because I've read that you kind of did it for the money. So at what point were the checks
must be the
no
money.
longer your motivation?
Well, first off, I tore my ACL 3 times in high school. So I had 3 ACL.
And you were still that highly recruited?
Reconstructions in high school. I actually tore my ACL my last game of my senior season.
Oh, wow.
Playing fullback. I don't know why they had me, because I was on a sorry-ass team and I had to carry the team.
Yeah.
But I used to have 8 catches, 30 carries, and 20 tackles in games. Like it was a performing arts school. Usher Raymond, Raven Simone. I was at a performing arts school.
Performing arts school.
Yeah, so we had
a big ass kid at the performing arts school.
We had dudes out there dancing and singing, and I'm trying to bust some people down their face masks off, and they wearing glasses under their helmet like the little giants. Swear to God, I sent him wore his school glasses under his helmet. I said,
no goggles.
That bitch ain't blocking a soul. But I told myself, I went to Florida late because they wanted to save my scholarship by bringing another guy in that 2002 class, and I enrolled in spring just to get another scholarship. So I was already injured.
Yeah.
And so got to the league, first round graded. Mel Kiper told me I'm going 20 to Green Bay, 32. Patriots won the Super Bowl the year before. No later than 32 to the Patriots. So I went out and spent about $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Got a lower the London credit line. I'm going first round. Last 30, the pick, 32 pick. The year before me got $8+ million, so I'm about to get at least $8 million. So I'm good to go. They looked at the knees, and they looked at the arrest record.
Oh, yeah,
I got
yeah.
locked up all the times. They were like, he's a character issue. But Mike Tice in the meeting told me what, he looked at you just a fighter. You like to fight? I said, yeah. He said, well, linebacker likes to fight. That's no problem. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm not stealing, man. I'm not doing drugs or stealing or beating no women or nothing like that. If you call me a name and we just close and you disrespect me from inner city Atlanta, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I really thought nothing was wrong with that till I got to Gainesville and I'm an All-American linebacker walking around the streets of Gainesville punching people in the face and getting run down by horses and getting put in Letcher County Jail. So I didn't get to the league and get through my first contract. Then get my second contract. Everybody try to get their second contract.
Yep.
Get my second contract. It was headed into the lockout. What was that?
11?
No,
10?
It was 10.
10. Yeah.
So when you sign, I signed a 3-year deal. Going into the lockout would be my last year. So you get your signing bonus, but you also put you defer some of your signing bonus to the end in case we locked out that year. You can still have, keep your money until the lockout's figured out. So anyway, long story short, they end up cutting me the second day of camp, the third year of my contract, last year of my contract. So I was already guaranteed some money and they asked me to take a pay cut. And I'm like, y'all owe me money. I deferred the money that I could have had already. I'm not taking a pay cut to play when y'all got to pay me anyway. They're like, well, we're going to cut you. I said, well, congratulations. Shit, cut me. So they cut me. So I'm already getting paid that year. So I'm like, I'm going to take the year off, get healthy. I end up having a athletic pubalgia a couple years before that. I had a Liz Frank. Well, I still got screws in both my feet. So I would get injured always late in the season. And then I'd work out all off season, come back, start again, leave everybody out, and just keep playing. I took that year off. My wife, she was 9 months pregnant when they cut me. We had our son August 29th. Right at the end of camp. So 3 weeks after I got cut. So I'm sitting there one day and it wasn't the physical side. I was sitting there with my son running around, just watching TV on like a Wednesday morning, drinking coffee. And I was like, the weight I felt off my back to perform and the weight, and I didn't know how much pressure I put on myself to be prepared and to make Zach happy, to make Junior happy, to make George Edwards happy, to make Charlie Strong happy, Ron Zook happy, Kevin Whitley happy in high school. Like to be the guy, it was part of life.
Right.
Like you have to be ready. You have to go. You got to prepare. You got to run bikes. I was like almost like crazy about being ready to play football, knowing every snap, knowing everybody's job, knowing this. When I felt the other side of retirement, which I didn't know at the time it was the other side of retirement, I'm taking a year off to get my body back right. Man, I felt the other side of retirement. Told my wife, it took months for her to believe me. I said, man, I ain't going back. I ain't doing that shit no more. She said, oh, yeah. Because I love football. She knows I coach. I watch Maction games on Tuesday.
I love Maction. Maction is fun. It's fun now. It's a lot of points.
I like to guess they're gonna run. They're gonna run that RPO again. There you go. He gonna motion cross. He gonna sit behind the tackle. Like I like the what we used to do from that side. I still like to do it and be watching the game more X and O wise and all that. But it was more the mental health side, and now they talk about it a lot more. That was 2011. When this was happening, I talk about the mental health side.
That was pre-concussion stuff too.
Pre-CTE and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was that. That's why everybody said, "Did you?" What? Now they always now the thing is, it was first was the injuries. Like, the injuries caught up with you. I was like, not really. I could have played a couple more years. And then it was, you started getting. I was never dizzy. I had all the little birdies and all that. I've been knocked out before. Charles Bentley knocked me to sleep in the game. They had to wake me back up on the sideline, sitting on the bench.
That's when you came back.
They shook me to wake me up on the field. I walked back, sat on the bench, and dozed back off. Y'all remember LaCharles?
Oh, yeah.
He was in New Orleans.
He was in New Orleans, center.
Man, that joker was so strong, too. That was another one. When he caught me in my chin, I said, Coach, I'm not running no more. He got blisters. What you mean? I said, send me around the edge, send me anywhere. I'm not running by that man anymore. That man just knocked me to sleep.
Twice.
Yeah, I knocked me to sleep twice with one hit. I'm not going in there no more. But when I felt that mental pressure I was putting on myself since I was high school, so probably 15, when I became like the man. Y'all were both the man. When you became the man and everything, every win, every loss, every touchdown, anything was on your shoulders, I felt all that release. And I said, man, I like this retirement life. That's when I was like, yep, I'm done. Went on radio and told him, nobody believed me. Everybody, my whole family, all my friends, nah, bro, you going back. I said, watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Now it's 14 years. Yeah, I play now, man. All I'm gonna do is fail a P test and throw up some beer. That's about all gonna happen if I go back to that league.
Oh,
now.
I like it. So I want to get into your second act. So you're in the broadcasting, the media space, right?
Yeah.
You have this.
Are you okay with calling it that?
The broadcasting.
Yeah, because I always feel weird because I just always grew up thinking that.
I said media space.
I know the media is the enemy. That's why I hate. Sometimes I try not to act like I'm part of the media.
You are.
I know.
You
I know. I get it.
You are. You always be.
We him. We them now. This is us.
Okay. All right. That's
We
cool.
crossed over to the dark side.
You gotta be. I had to address one of my friends, G5, Rashad Jones. I was covering the Dolphins when he was still playing. I played with him. He came in as a puppy. I was a vet then. He came in as a puppy. From Georgia, dude from Georgia, Atlanta guy. So we was tight. And somebody told him I was on radio lighting their ass up. And our daughters are best friends. And so we was fishing on the golf cart round out by the house. And he just all of a sudden was like, yeah, see, heard you was killing the defense on radio. I said, bruh, y'all just gave up 189 on the ground. You want me to say y'all did a good job? Damn, you right. So you got to justify it to them. But if you talk to them like a man, they gonna tighten up. But it's you're in a different spotlight because you're like analyzing.
Yeah.
So you have to. This is why. So you honestly do it when you talk. I watch you. You do it when you're broadcasting.
Yeah.
I can say whatever I want at any time, anywhere, and it's all opinion. The podcast, we own everything.
Yeah.
The radio, I've been on radio for 13 years, and we generate, radio, you have to generate money from sponsorships and endorsements. And we generate enough money where we can go in there and whistle for 4 hours, as long as the money keeps coming in. Like,
Right.
Yeah, so like I've learned the space. But yeah, being an analyst is it's always gonna be hard because somebody's gonna be mad. You praise them, the other team gonna be mad. You badmouth them, they gonna be mad. Man, all y'all little babies can go to hell. I'm 40 years old. I ain't worried about y'all.
That mean you doing something. That mean you doing something right.
Nobody hating on you. You're not successful.
Absolutely.
That's why I put it. But I did grind though. I grinded though. I was making $20,000 a year doing radio first and just doing reps.
Getting them reps in.
Yeah, go back to your original question. I apologize, my boy.
No, you good. But you're in the media space. I'm not gonna call it broadcasting. You're in this media space. You have a very successful podcast with your co-host, with your coworker, excuse me. And you hear a lot of the struggles that players go through when they make that transition from NFL, NBA, from actor, entertainer, whatever, and you hear the struggle that these entertainers go through trying to get out of their main act. How does that feel when you hear these struggles? Like, how does that strike you?
It really breaks my heart because when you're talking about it, it's like y'all, it dudes pop up in your head. Damn, he's struggling. Damn, I know. That I'm thinking of, never say his name, but he made double what I made in NFL. He's a resource officer at his school in his hometown right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. It's a lot of guys that their identity's football and they can't continue that, and it just breaks them. To get where we got, you work so hard. 5 a.m. wake up, 6 a.m. workout, year round, trainers, what's the people stick the needles and shit in you did. Acupuncture, massages, cold, hot tub, the diets, the shakes, the pills, all the stuff to get your body to be able to do that. And then you want to go into something else, the second act, and you ain't gonna put half the effort in? You can't, a lot of you just throw money at stuff. I'm gonna buy a studio. I heard that so many times. Hey, see, I'm buying a studio. You can't even sing. You can't rap. You can't play an instrument. Why you buying a studio? Because they try to throw money at everything. You're gonna keep throwing that money, and that money gonna run out. Now you're broke with no job. But I say the guys that are just crazy physically talented, I see a lot of them, the guys I know that didn't work hard, but are just stupid talented, just where God just sprinkled a little extra on them. I've seen a lot of them fail. The guys that work hard that probably wouldn't have made it if they didn't have just a crazy work ethic, that's the honey hole, I think. Mm-hmm. The dudes that willed themselves to professional sports. Is those are all my friends that were that all have post careers seamlessly. The guys that were God-given talent and worked hard became Hall of Famers, but some of them struggle post career, even if it's not financial, because they never had to work that hard. I can go out there and get 3 sacks. You know what I'm saying? I can go out there and get 3 sacks doing.
They probably think they go get 3 sacks right now.
Yeah, but now I have to build a second career where I have to, like I said, go to work every day for 3 hours, do 3-hour radio show, drive there, prepare for the show, make 20 racks a year. I went from making, my best year was what, $4 million? I left $4 million to make 20 grand. It's not about the money. This is going to lead to something. I'm building like I built. I didn't get paid in high school. That made a scholarship. Mm-hmm. I didn't get paid. We didn't get paid in college. Y'all might not have. But
I didn't.
But you know what I'm saying? You're building. And then it starts paying off. You do all that. I started riding a bike to school when I was 12 years old for the fruits of the NFL, where guys don't want to start from the bottom again after they've been to the top. Nobody wants to fall off the cliff, look back up, and just take that next step to start climbing up. And I think that's the biggest problem with the second act, is that I've seen just guys just don't want to grind. I ask them all the time. Yeah, the podcast stuff is the huge, like this is the new explosion. We caught it early.
Yeah, you did.
We caught it early. Hey man, I'm doing my own podcast. First thing I asked, how many you got? Huh? How many podcasts you got? It's easy to, especially like little GoPros.
Easy.
Like you don't gotta have, y'all got set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all established.
I appreciate that. Cover somebody that is established. I appreciate that.
Yeah, y'all see the cameras. I don't know what are those. I don't know. They got numbers on them, and I know T4 7000s and all that shit, y'all. I know that y'all got nice stuff, but I'm like, bro, get you a little camera. Go to the Circuit City. Get you a camera. Start talking. You got a guest? Have somebody move the camera. Like you can start small, but just grind, just work.
I think they got them at Best Buy, though. Circuit City is no longer in business anymore.
They don't got no Circuit City.
Stay out of business. That's like Radio Shack.
So tell me this.
They were lazy, see? Circuit City was lazy.
If I had to say, all right, Channing, what would that one piece of advice be? You would say it is grind. Or what would it be to use it?
In the post-career, the podcasting stuff is consistency. We haven't missed a Tuesday in going on 4 years. We haven't missed it on Tuesday in 4 years. We might have missed 10 Fridays in 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
So that's big. It's content. You got to post. You got to put it out there.
Got to push it out. And now you have people asking, "Who y'all got Tuesday?" Like random people at the gas station.
Yeah.
Who y'all got Tuesday? You know what I'm saying? So now people are looking for it everywhere.
Yeah.
They go, somebody go come on. Peanut jumped on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that. I was so happy. He didn't even tell me.
I saw that Peanut one, man. That's crazy with the FBI stuff.
Yeah, they had no idea.
I'm having those conversations consistently everywhere I go because you got that following. But if you and honestly, the podcasting algorithm, you have to have consistency to get to the higher pay scales of them and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Where you can have 3 great shows. They ain't giving you 6 figures for 3 shows. Now, if you have 3 months worth of shows that are consistently doing well, now they can see the marketing side of it. Oh, they're getting 250,000, 500,000, million views for months on end. I can throw them some money now.
Yeah.
For the next 3 months. I can throw them some money now because I've seen the work. 3 shows is 3 weeks. No, but that's not a big enough sample size in this industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like football. Everybody can have a good game. Everybody can have a good month. Even a year. You got to come back, get another year. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. And that's what I say. Consistency and really work, man. People, honestly, I say it to the kids. People are lazy and people too worried about their damn phones. When I talk to a lot of, especially young, I don't do it to grown men because I don't really care about grown people like I do children.
I feel you.
They're already jaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they set their ways.
Life done beats you up already. You hate this, you gonna hate it. I'm not talking to no 50-year-old eating octopus. You don't want octopus, you ain't eat octopus. But when I talk to kids, youngins, and it's funny, I'm old now. call like them 20-year-olds, teenagers, mid-20s, call them kids. They'll ask me stuff about success. I say, open your phone, go to screen time. Everybody got, all children now, that age, 10 plus hours of screen time a day. I show them mine. Mine's never over 3. It's always 2 and some change. And I say, so I am doing something to help myself get better for 7 hours in one day more than you are because you're looking through social media, liking pictures, or texting girls, or whatever you're doing on your phone. I have 7 hours. I'm 7 hours ahead of you every single day. Do the math. 7 times 7, 49. I'm 50 hours ahead of you in 1 week. I'm 200 hours ahead of you in a month. You're playing on your phone. You're playing your success away, scrolling that phone. That phone is ruining people, man. I know I sound old and people hate this opinion. I get killed for it. That phone is really messing up people. And I know, listen, I tell you, answer when you're thinking it. I know there's streamers. I know there's people that monetize online. I monetize online. I do. I don't sit and look at them damn people's screens and see if you went on vacation to California on Wednesday. I don't give a damn where you went on Wednesday. I'm trying to go to California, and doing that, I need to be successful. So that's what I say. Stay off your damn phone. Don't do the Facebook, MySpace, TikTok. They just keep making up shit too. It's more social media sites now than than gas stations. It's always something for that phone to distract you.
Yeah.
You can stay off that phone, have that work ethic, and be consistent with what you're going to do. That's how I think guys that have successful second careers make it.
So you sound, well, thank you for that coaching tip, that advice. You sound like you busy as hell all the time. Ain't missed a Tuesday in over 4 years.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's dope. That's why y'all are, again, successful. So you got the podcast, sports radio, you got the cooking brand that you do, and you also you got a lot of followers and on social media. How do you find time to do all these things? Because you sound like you're extremely busy all the time.
Honestly,
And
like
you
with
got
family,
travel baseball.
And you got travel baseball.
Yeah, you got that. Because people, if you don't know, that's real.
Oh, travel, AAU and travel, driving, hotels. Yeah, honestly, my wife does a lot.
Yeah.
Cause I guys got to be there. Like the podcast isn't hard, but it's just the travel. It's
just time though. It's time away from your family and your kids and stuff, right?
But football was the same. When we play ball, you got to be. If you really going, you go into the facility to get the early workout in.
Yeah.
So when that window, the little we always call it the sorry dude window. That little after practice workout, that's not a real workout. You tired as hell.
I agree.
Go in the morning, get that workout in, then go to meetings, have some recovery time. So practice. And then the dudes that are going to be in the league for 8 months, 9 months, they're going to work out after practice because they ain't want to wake up early enough. So that's the thing, the grind of it right now. I miss a lot of stuff with my kids. My wife has taken them to school. Every day I'm home, I take them to school. But I'm out of town at least 2 days a week shooting, you know what I'm saying, filming. Miss basketball practice after school because I have a radio show from 2 to 6, Monday through Friday for 13 years. It's just the sacrifice is the same sacrifice that everybody does. There's firemen out there that work 12-hour shifts. They're missing stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are grinding in their realm that are sacrificing for success, for money, for whatever that thought is. And why wouldn't I, even though, oh, you got money. I know, and I want more. If I get $1 billion, you know what I want $1 billion and $1. I don't even want $2 billion.
You don't even want to.
I'm not even looking at two. If I win $1 billion, I'm just looking for that next one. I get $1 billion and one, man, I get the $1 billion and two sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we literally talked about this in the car on the way up here. So it's kind of,
it's easy because all you want when you're young, I just want $1 million. Then when you get one, you're like, I think I want two.
Man, I ran through it. Bro, I ran through $1 million in 4 months.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Because everybody loves to hear how the people spend their first $1 million.
To act like it ain't hard. It's super easy.
Well, you know what? I'm like, it was $700,000. Because I ended up, it was $750,000. Because I had $1 million credit line through Lloyd's of London who gave me the advance. They'll do the research and say, oh, you going first round, you better make $8 million. We'll give you $1 million.
Oh, you got to put your name down.
I could call a lady anytime, 24/7, and say I need 30 grand. I could look on my phone on the app. We went on the app, then there was a website you had to go on. This we old.
We didn't ourselves.
We ain't had no apps. Yeah, there was no apps on my little phone. But I could go on the website, log in, refresh, and $20, $30, $50, $100,000 just pop up my account. Because they were just transferring it. I go to the mall. Remember Jabot jeans?
Yeah, Jabot.
So I worked out
College
in
all day.
Tom Shaw, Kenner, Louisiana.
Yeah.
I worked out with Tom Shaw pre-draft. Esplanade Malls across the street. Jabot jeans was that thing. I couldn't afford them in college.
That's over in Kenner, bro.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, Kenner right there by the lake. I was there for 4 months. Going to the mall, tell the lady, I want every color Jabot jean you have, every color Jabot shorts you have. Or if you don't have them, order them. Well, that would be, that'd be 32 pair of this. That'll be 30 pair of these. Okay, order them. Well, sir, that would be, $18,000, whatever it was, $18,000. Okay. Hey, I need 20 grand put in my account. Okay, thank you. Hold on 1 second. 20 pop up, give him the credit card. It was Monopoly money. It really was Monopoly money. I bought a Hummer, a big one, the H1.
The H1.
Cash.
Terrible on gas.
Terrible on gas. Not a good ride. It's a military car. Fucking seats are hard. It don't have no shocks. But I look hard riding through Gainesville in that white H1. What?
I knew you had some shoes on it.
Oh, a system. I had the shoes. I left it military looking, but I did throw 315s in the back.
Okay.
And I bought a 1983 Chevy. 1983 because I was born in 83.
Okay.
1983 Chevy. What was the name?
And this is all before
you got drafted.
You got drafted. Just to make sure.
I knew I was leaving. I had Joe Siegel. I already met with agents my sophomore year, gray shirt sophomore year. I already met with agents. I didn't sign with Joe because, you couldn't sign with him while you still. So we played in the Peach Bowl against Frank Gore, Hester, and them boys. They beat the hell out of us in Peach Bowl January 1st, 2005. I declared January 2nd. I had the Hummer January 4th. I went and found a dude that did Young Jeezy's cars because why wouldn't I?
Because that's what
Jeezy told me, get a Chevy same color Tropicana orange juice. Y'all remember that song?
Yeah.
Trap or Die. I went and bought a Chevy, told him to paint it the same color as Tropicana orange juice. I bought 11 alligators from California. They were Caymans because I wanted alligator seats because I was a gator. It was orange and blue, blue and white, the whole car. So I was like, I want alligator skin interior. They were like, oh, we got this, alligator print. I said, no, I want to sit on alligator skin. They were like, well, we don't have alligator skin just laying around. You'd have to buy the alligators, kill them, skin them, get it tanned orange and blue, and then give them to us, and we could make the seats, we can make the dashboard, we can make everything.
Say less.
I'm going to find a way to find these gators. I bought 11 alligators from California. Never saw them alive. Got them killed, got them skinned, got them dried, got them tanned, shipped them to Atlanta, and got my alligator skin interior put in the car. $7,000 sound system, TVs everywhere.
And everybody had TVs in the cars too back then.
Already had a sunroof, the normal slide back sunroof.
That wasn't good enough.
T.I., the rapper, told me you need the T-top. The sunroof ain't cool enough. You got to have where the T-top, where it's the split in the middle.
Old school T-tops.
So I got the whole roof redone because they had a sunroof. So it had a big hole. I had the whole roof redone just to cut the T-top holes in it. It was a 1983. I put over $100,000 into a 1983 vehicle, and that's 2005.
You still got that car?
I sold it. 25. I probably sold it about 8 years ago. I had it for a while.
Okay.
What made me want to sell it was I had it in the garage, and what was it? Because my son's 5. It might have been my daughter. And we were like, yeah, I'm going to take out the Chevy. It had no clips for the baby seat. It had no clips for the baby seat. And I was like, it was the dumbest thing in the world to make me think, damn, man, you in your mid-30s with this car, this $100,000 Chevy with T-top with a system in the back. You can't even hear
You cannot even play it.
You can't hear anything.
No.
I don't know what song this is. My ears are busting. And I was like, you know what? Let me sell it. Then I sold it to some rich dude up in Ocala who loved the Gators. And he doubled the price when he found out it was my old car. And I had my signature etched into the speaker box. And I had 52 everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, candy paint 52. It was hard now. Don't that like it was hard now. It was hard now.
I want to see a picture when we finish, when we wrap this up. I definitely want to see a picture.
Man, same thing, like Vince Young thing. Who they gave hell about buying out Cheesecake Factory? Was that Vince?
I know Mario Williams did a lot too.
Like that.
Mario did a lot.
Right. You make it, you go to the club. Hey, I got
bottle service for everybody.
I got 20 with me. It was only 5 a table. I want 4 tables, 3 bottles a table. Easy math. So I got to buy 12 bottles. Cool.
Back with your ass.
Hey, right back on the phone. Hey, Elizabeth, I need $25,000. Bing. Here, take this credit card right here. It was Monopoly money. It was Monopoly money. Then when I dropped to the 3rd round, this is funny too. I didn't know no better. I just turned 21 December 2nd. They gave me $1 million a month later.
No financial education.
Nothing. So when I dropped to the 3rd round, I went from $8 million. My first contract was 4 years for $4 million. So I went from $8 million guaranteed up front to 4 for 4. My first year I made $700,000. I think I spent 33. I did the math, like $30-something thousand less. My first year contracts, my signing bonus and my first year contract, my first year salary. I only made $30,000 that year because I spent $740,000 and I made $780,000 or something like that.
That boy living on the edge. Boy.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, so when your name's not being called and you know all the damage that you've done, are you getting nervous at all? Or is that not even on your mind?
Fire. Fire.
Okay.
I went out. I went fishing. Me and my homeboys took the big Hummer, packed up, got shiners, got worms, had a big old cooler full of beer and liquor and drinks and all kind of stuff. Had me and my homeboys rolling the Hummer. Then we had some friends that weren't boys drive behind us. We had a little party, so we got late. Had a little perk. I'm like, I don't want to do the thing while I'm sitting and, sitting nowhere. I ain't get invited to the draft. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go out to the lake. I don't want no cameras around. We go just chill. I'm going to get picked. We be good. So we out there, we fishing. Man, got the poles laid out, had a music playing, and I have my phone with me, plugged in to the speaker, where if the phone rings, the music would cut off. Mm-hmm. And so I had the phone there. So they call, they just calling, and I'm checking my other phone. Looking at, okay, they're on the 15th pick. Okay, I'm not going to 20. So 20 come around, I look. Green Bay select somebody. Okay. So 32 at the latest. Mel Kiper told me this. Who's a liar. I don't know. You probably work with him. He don't know what he's talking about. Anyway.
I got my own experience.
So they say 32. They drafted Logan Mankins, who was a great player. I played
against him.
Logan play. But they said, so it gets into the 28, 29s. Say, yeah, y'all. So I turn the draft on. Blaring over the big speakers in the Hummer. I got the big system blaring over speakers in the Hummer. 29, go ahead, 30, 31. Hey, y'all. Here we go. Phone ain't ring. Nobody said anything but Mel Kiper. Here we go, fellas. Here we go, ladies. 32nd pick. It was weird that the Patriots ain't called me by now because they usually, when they pick you, they're going to call you before they pick you. I've seen it on TV. The Patriots select Logan Mankins, guard out of, I don't know, Western Northern Kentucky. I don't know where the hell he went to school. Now everybody just stand, homeboys stand, girls stand. Nobody know what to do. I'm just kind of looking. I started looking at the lake. Oh, yeah, y'all, let's wrap this shit up. I turned everything off. I was there. I was hot. Got back in the car, no music on the way back, nothing on the draft.
We not talking. We ain't doing nothing.
It was probably about 45 minutes outside the Gainesville, rolled back to my apartment. So now everybody's just sitting around the apartment. So I'm sitting there. We get back probably about the end of the second round. Still ain't got a call. And so right at the end of the second round, my homeboy, who my boy to this day, J&T, played with me at Florida. they was like, hey, y'all, let's go grab something to eat. They knew that, like, man, let's leave this man alone. This man needs time. So everybody leave my apartment. And then the Dolphins picked me, what was it, like 63rd or something like that. It was early in the third round. Yep. And when Nick Saban called, I wasn't even happy. When my phone rang, hey, how you doing? Somebody will talk to you. Okay. Hey, Crowder, hey, this is, Nick Saban. We're going to draft you at the next pick. Man, that's cool. I'm hot. I'm hot. It's funny when I throw the story to people before, they're like, but you were the 60th best player in the draft. I said, bruh, I was planning on being the 32nd best player and make $8 million as soon as my name's called.
Right.
And now I'm sitting on, I think my signing bonus was $588. I went from $8 million to $588. I'm not happy at all. Cause I said like the prize fighter thing. I've said it before. You brought it up. Yeah. People said it. Bro, I was trying to like change my kids' lives. Like my whole thing, I gotta get out of this. Like I'm not staying in this apartment where I'm sleeping. My bedroom in high school ain't even have a closet. Now I look back, that's why the washer and dryer were in the kitchen, because I was really sleeping in the damn laundry room and I didn't have a closet. I didn't know why I didn't have a closet. Because I was sleeping in the laundry room. I'm not sleeping in the laundry room no more. I'm going to go get this money. I'm going to go knock these dudes out until they start paying me.
Absolutely.
And got paid.
Yeah. Damn. I ain't never heard a story like that. That's a new one.
That's why I had to know.
That's a new one.
I had to know.
Yeah. That is hot when you think you're going first round and don't. I'm telling you. I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
It sounds awful.
You're Mount Rushmore of greatness. You get 4 picks that people have helped you become the man you are today. You get 4 picks. Who are those 4 people?
I go backwards. My wife is the first one I'm chiseling. Because that was no plan. I ain't never, I wasn't a virgin when I met her. But I never saw somebody in the light. I saw my wife, and she changed me totally.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was wild.
Not you.
Wild. I was down in Miami, Gainesville to Miami, starting balling, got a unique look with the tattoos, the dreads, and all. Like, yeah, Miami I was enjoying every second of South Florida, and met my wife, and it just totally just switched me around. So
that's awesome.
We joke now. I'm like, man, I don't know where I'd be. I wouldn't be successful. Like you talking about this second act. This second act would not happen without my wife. We met. I played one more year. Me and my wife dated for my last season, and then got married 2 years after we met. So I got married a year into my retirement. But yeah, without her, there's no pivot. There's none of this stuff. There's no Crowder powder. There's no cooking line. There's no TV. There's no radio. There's nothing without her. Going backwards, Zach Thomas has to be on there. Zach took me under his wing weirdly. And people told me, because Zach was the Dolphins. Zach and JT. Everybody knew that. Zach and JT was the Dolphins. After Marino, it was Zach and JT. And they brought in Pope to play next to him. They brought in Eddie Moore from Tennessee to play next to him. Before that, Moreland Greenwood was here. They had some linebackers playing next to Zach, but the guys that, the vets that were already here, they were like, for some reason, Zach kind of took me under his wing. I don't know what it was, but he would ask me, hey, he ain't man a few words. But he's Zach. He come to me during, like, right after the first camp. We kind of saw, he saw I could play. And then we're going into after camp, and you had that time off, and you come back to prepare for the season. Yeah. Like, I think it was maybe that second day we come back to, like, who's the starters. Let's get ready for
the regular season.
Blank. Let's get ready for the Jets. Let's get ready for, like, that week. AC, after practice, come to the crib. And he went upstairs. He had a whole movie theater in his house for film. He had the clicker just like the coaches had, the razor light. He had all that stuff. And he just sit there, wouldn't say nothing. He just watch, and he wrote notes. He right-handed, and I'd sit to his left. He'd write his notes cross-body and just have his notes between us two so that I could read them.
Yeah.
He didn't say, hey, well, when this tight end yaks across, he wouldn't never say nothing. He just write his notes. He watched the play, I watched the play. Put his clicker down, write his notes between us, and just keep watching. He do it for hours. So without him, I wouldn't have known how to be a professional.
That's awesome.
Without Zach.
I like that.
Charlie Strong was big, teaching me football in college. And just like testing me, where he saw something in me that I knew I was good, but he would really try me. He would really bring. You talking about like the Saban thing where he knew to try people. Chuck would try me at all times. Run to the sideline. We were playing Florida State at home one time. They had Big Greg Jones. That bitch was huge.
Oh man, he almost destroyed that guy from North Carolina.
He broke my face mask off my helmet. I looked like I was playing in the 40s. We hit in that B gap, pop, and I stood up and my face mask fell off. He started laughing. Him and Leon Washington. I had to chase Leon Washington a little fast ass around. Then I had to hit Greg Jones. Man, Charlie Strong comes to the sideline. That's what I was going to say. And so, it's loud as hell. It's in the swamp. So I turn my head like this, so you can hear yell in my ear, my ear hole. And I don't hear nothing. And I look and I do that again. And I look at him. He just staring me in the eyes. I'm like, what's up, bro? You All-American, ain't it? Well, go play like All-American. Goddamn. It was no X and O stuff. He called a timeout to bring me over there to get
you going.
This is your game. You're our best player, and their best players are your competition. Went out there and balled that game. That was it was an early timeout too. I was weirded out. Like, why y'all call the timeout so early? It was for him to cuss me out. So that was his way of being like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna let this happen to you. Went out there and did it. So Chuck, even through high school, he used to come to my high school. He used to tell me stuff. Watching me on film in high school. Come from South Carolina. Hey, get deeper. He's the one that in high school I used to play at like 9 yards at middle linebacker. He told me I was playing all up. He came. He was like, hey, play deeper.
Better angles.
You can run.
Yeah.
He said you'll get to those guys. You fast enough to get to those guys.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to see you get all the way over there. And your D lineman ain't holding up nobody. He was like, deepen up. And every year I started backing up. I back there with the safeties. 215 with a cowboy collar, 9 yards deep. Oh, and the last one, probably my mom. Because everybody thinks my dad made me start football, but it was my mom. I didn't play. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 9. I didn't play football until I was 11. And my mom and dad hated each other. They cussed each other out. They cussed each other out when they wasn't there. I'm visiting my dad in the summer. It's ragged, I'm going to bed at night in school year. His daddy ain't worth a damn. I'm like, damn, we in Tampa, we in Atlanta. What are you talking about my daddy for? I thought neither one of them were worth a damn. But yeah, so she's the first one. Isaiah Roddy, Latonia Bulldogs in Atlanta. She was the first one to put a helmet in my hand and just supported me. She didn't miss a game till I got to the league because Atlanta easy, you ride around Atlanta. Then I got to Gainesville. That's when the SEC was tight. Now they got people in California in the SEC.
That's very true.
But you could drive to any SEC team from Gainesville 3-4 hours max. She came to every single one of my college games. She didn't miss a game till I got to the NFL. It was something crazy. We played in Miami and then San Diego. I could have flown out there if I didn't spend all that damn money before the draft. I ain't had nan dime my rookie year. We was hurting.
This is a good lesson to learn. I'm glad you learned it.
Yeah,
I love that story. I love that story.
It's a good lesson to learn.
We normally end with that, but I want to ask you something because I saw recently on a Pivot episode you talked about going back home for your father in Farrell, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
to go to where your dad had a little something for your dad, Randy, who passed away, and how important he was to that community. And you walked away and you said, everybody was talking to you about all the football stories, but the one thing that really hit home with you was this little white lady, older white lady, and how he treated her, and how it really came back home. It was like it's all about humanity. Being a good human, how separated we are in this world and in this country at times, like how important that was for you to be able to see your father in that light. Maybe you could share that with us and maybe talk to us about since then how you trying to aim to live your own life.
Yeah. Man, I would have cried 2 months ago. I would have.
Well, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
I like emotions.
I would have cried 2 months ago because it's still to this day. If somebody, it's crazy. To this day, when people say, like I hear, man, f*** you. If I hear that, anyone say those two words together, I think about my dad. And it's crazy. I never thought that would trigger that thought. So you think you talking with the boys and somebody's, man, you ain't worth a damn, man, LSU, man, f*** you. And I start tearing up because my dad said that so much. And that was kind of like our little, because we messed around with each other. Man, get your old ass from around me, daddy. Man, you Chan.
Yeah.
He'd always say it, so it triggered that in me. But that was the thing, man. Like I said, he was all everything. Like 3-time All-American. Like he could play ball. You know, he played back with Shula and all them and with the Dolphins. Then he got locked up too because he was in Miami in the 70s. And, you know, he's on Cocaine Cowboys, the movie. He was one of them Dolphins going to the airport to pick up the dope.
Oh.
Yeah. I get it solid. Now, I get it honest now. I got 2 sons. If they don't go to jail, we done already progressed. Me and my daddy done been locked up. But he was he could play ball, but so everybody telling me he played, you know, tight end, tackle. They put him at quarterback. Like they telling me these football stories thinking it's football, I'm a football player. But those stories like him, the story was the lady came up to, she was like, I moved into Farrell in middle school, and Farrell's a little bitty, still working town. So everybody from there is there. And her dad moved in from somewhere. She was like, and I was an outcast because everybody had their little groups already. And in 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, in middle school, she said, your dad saw that I was sitting by myself at lunch, and he was born and raised Farrell guy. He was the man. He was the biggest athlete, a big old black dude. And so he was like, he came and sat with me, and that second, that lunchtime moving forward, I was accepted by everybody. Because Big Randy messed with me. They called him Joe. He was like, Big Joe was my friend. I'm everybody's friend. He changed the trajectory of my next 5 years until I left to go to college. Just with that, with him noticing that I wasn't accepted until he sat with me. Just stories like that made me think like, man, I know he's a good man, but just seeing that at that age and just being a good person. And like you say, man, the world is crazy now. Just the people questioning themselves, and then just the social media, the information that kids are getting, people are getting so fast, and the negativity that's out there so much. Like, I don't overlook good people. Like, I try my best to make everybody around me feel better, feel fine. I try to lighten every room I'm in. Because why wouldn't you? Anger and hate is the easiest. Anger is the easiest emotion. I tell people that all the time. It's the easy, because now I can get mad, I can scream and yell, and now I control the narrative of this room. If I got pissed right now, everybody get quiet. It's an easy emotion. So that's what I try to just bring positivity to everything, and knowing that I come from that, knowing my dad's like that, seeing people that aren't, knowing people that aren't. My family members, I'm not calling out anybody. I know my family members that live in turmoil. You know them people you call them. How many people you know you call them? Hey, what's up, auntie? Well, you know, the dog died, so I got to deal with that. And man, they want this mortgage every single month. You know, it's just, God, it's just all bad.
It sounds like that letter from Life that Eddie Murphy read. So-and-so the dog died, and then your 2 cousins died, and your...
Yeah, and it's just all negative, everything negative. So that's what I like. And I try to I do a lot of charity stuff. I do. Like I said, honestly, like I joke about it, but everything I do is for kids. Every Boys and Girls Club, turkey giveaways, Christmas toy drives, everything I do is for kids because they're in that situation because somebody else.
Right.
I want to help them and let them know somebody cares about them, because whatever situation they're in, that's the failure of a grown person. Grown person failure is a failure of you. So you just need to tighten up. But the kids, I try to give that and just help people out and push people, because that's all we got at the end, man. We all, you know, folks got money, folks got love, folks got, you know, success, however you see success. But when it's said and done, you never seen a damn a Brinks truck behind a hearse. You can't take it with you. But the people that are good humans, man, my dad was dead and gone. And all I heard was good stories about him. When I'm dead and gone someday, I'm going to make sure that everybody, even in this room, y'all got a staff and I want them to go back to wherever the hell they from, the Australian girls from New York. I know that because I was talking to her, because hell, she came to get me from the parking lot. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? And she talking about Vegemite, which is disgusting. Don't try it if I had it. But like that, like I want everybody that ever met me for 10 seconds if my name is brought up to be like, oh, Channing Crowder? Oh, man, he's a great dude. He's a good guy. He had no reason to talk to me. I was a production assistant. But he said, talk to me, had a good time, you know. That's not hurting me. Is that inconveniencing me at all?
No.
It takes nothing to be kind.
It takes nothing to just be nice and be kind. And them people that walk around, athletes do it, you know the thing. Oh, this guy's a butt wipe. This guy's a butt wipe. If you find somebody that calls me a butt wipe, you need to ask them, what did you do to him? Because there's no way he just flat out cussed you out.
Right.
It might be one of the people I beat up in college if you find a dude that said he don't like me. Because I broke a dude's jaw. I wouldn't like me if I broke my jaw. But I do try to bring happiness and joy to everyone around me. And I think if the world tried to do that, and this sounds like a Christmas Carol story, but if everybody tried to do that, bruh, it'd be a better place. It'd be less negativity and less hate. But there's a lot of factors, not politically getting there, there's a lot of factors in this world that make people go the other direction.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I appreciate it, man. I love your energy.
Appreciate you, bro.
You're a special human being, dude. Real talk. I love you guys on Pivot because you got RC, who's RC. Then you got you, who's nothing but the outside humorous factor, and given the just the love, the high vibrations, and you got Fred T, who's brings the emotional aspect.
Yeah,
who may cry sometimes.
The serious one.
yeah. You know, it's just awesome, man.
And he talks slow.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
He do talk a little slow.
I also appreciate you. My brother met you at Kansas City one time at a bar at the NFL draft, and he said you were the most nicest, coolest person ever. So you continue to be yourself, man. So
man,
appreciate it, man, for real.
Man, all love to y'all for sure. I watch you on TV.
Appreciate it.
You was over there chasing bitches around drug houses. Thank you so much for your service, sir.
You're welcome. Sleeping safely.
But no, man, y'all boys on the field. I was watching y'all. We was playing together.
Yeah.
Y'all might not have known me. Yeah,
we definitely knew you.
That little light-skinned boy in Miami. But no, man, and just the same thing we talking about, man. It's a small. On the field is a small fraternity. Act 2 is a smaller fraternity.
Absolutely.
And to be a part of it, you always recognize when people have dreads, you don't have to know them. But if you see somebody with dreads, man or woman, you always nod to them. It's an unspoken thing. Dreads is a fraternity. It's weird to me. I had to learn it when I locked up. When you see an ex-player doing their thing and you see them out there grinding, you see them just not even making money or being famous. I see an ex-player out married with a beautiful family eating dinner. I'm going to give him that nod, bruh. And he knows what I'm saying. I'm not just saying hi. Bro, I got you. I'm doing the same. We still doing it. So, man,
I see you.
Yeah, I see you. I see what you're doing.
I see you.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds kind of crazy. I see that you understand this. I see that you figured it out. And I respect you for it because we know the other side. We all know the other side.
Yeah.
But all respect to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all having me on this platform. When I got the text, I was like, really? I got off work early today for y'all.
We appreciate that, dog. We appreciate that.
No damn doubt. All right, man. Appreciate it as always, man. Thank you, Channing, for checking in with us, man. You're awesome and probably the best pre-draft story I've ever heard in my life. So thank you all for listening and tuning in wherever you pick up your podcast, whether it's Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio app. Make sure you continue to look in. Give us a like, share, subscribe. A couple comments for Peanut. Let him check back in on that, man. And you can also check us out on the NFL Pages YouTube channel.
I'm Peanut. That's Rome. That's Channing. And this is the NFL Players Second Acts podcast. We out.